Hey everybody, Jim Perry here. So I am out at a permission that I received very early last spring out here with my brother-in-law Kyle. This is what we are going to call the Stone Barn Farm. Don't want to show too much of exactly what the entire property looks like, but I'd planned on being out here during the summer, ended up not getting out here, and thought today would be a perfect day to do a little bit of digging. We're expecting to find a lot of iron. I really haven't combed through this very much. Really just thinking if we walk out of here with a few relics that would have to do with the farm that originally sat here, that we would be happy. We actually have two very interesting tools right off the bat here. Let me show you what we've got. So just downhill from the very large stone barn, between that and the home, and right next to the original well, we just had two targets. I just pulled an old wrench and did wipe it off a little bit. There's some text on it. I'm going to have to clean that up a bit more to see exactly what that might say. And then Kyle just pulled another tool from maybe 15 away from here, 15 feet or so. So we're going to see, maybe we'll get lucky and find something really interesting. I did find a couple of other relics, part of an old dresser handle, some license plates, a couple of other items like that, very, very early this spring. Today we are going for strong targets, not a huge amount of time, so we might be able to pull and enjoy our time out here today. We'll get back to you when we find a bit more. And Kyle's got a couple identical but exactly opposite pieces that probably at one time went together, parts to what we're going to assume was probably a tractor. So I was over here busy digging garbage when Kyle says, "Oh, I found this." I came over, I put it back in the hole to show just how deep it was. This has got to be at least a foot, maybe even as much as 14 or 15 inches down. He dug this. And I just messaged Kenny Briggs to see if he could give me more information about it. He said it is an 1800s 6-lever lock. Absolutely gorgeous. That will clean up really, really nice. I am extremely jealous. I have always wanted to dig an old padlock. Very, very cool. There's got to be more stuff here to find. So not a huge amount more time. The sun's starting to set. We'll see what we might be able to pull up in the next little while. But that is definitely going to be find of the day. Very cool. Moving on. So Kyle's still working the same area over there. I've been making my way kind of up the lane that ran through here and just below the home off toward our road over there. I'm assuming this was an original road that came through here. And Simplex came up with a very, very strong 9091. Had my heart going. Pulled the plug, pulled out a clump, open it up and see that it is a coin. Quarter from the 1980s. This is still a working farm. Obviously the buildings are not used here anymore, but the lane is still used to transport equipment back and forth between a couple different locations on this farm. Boy, that got me going. I would love to find an old coin out here at some point. Maybe not today, but at some point in the future. So we've got some company. Both our hearts about stopped it. They came flying over this hill and toward us. So we are going to abandon the area where we're at in favor of where the home stands. See what we might be able to find up there. One or two we might be able to handle watching this, but this whole group might get a bit aggressive. So we're gonna let them have free reign of property that really is theirs. Very curious. Very interesting home. So out here would have been the front of the home facing to the south, down toward the road that went through here. Down below us is the basement. This would have been a doorway that came through into this back room. A lot of the chimney stack is still sitting here after that collapsed. And then the back door that would have gone down into the cellar down below it is here. I'm not going to today, but I'm going to want to get down in there to check out the cellar down below. Very, very interesting property. Very, very promising for the finds. Well, it's time for Kyle and me to head on back for supper. So only had maybe an hour out here tops. We just ran into the property owner. He was out here to take care of the cattle that were very curious about what we were doing. Showed him the padlock. He was very interested in that, and is very interested in seeing the other finds that we might have while out here. This is an ongoing permission. I know I didn't expect to spend very much time out here today, but again, I wanted to be out here this summer and really didn't get a chance to. So I'm sure that we will be back soon before some of the hunting seasons start up. It's an area that is used for hunting late in the fall. So very interesting, very beautiful property. Grateful to the property owner for allowing us to be out here, and grateful to Kyle for being with, although again I am a bit jealous of the padlock that he found. As always, thanks for joining me again today. Hope to see you again soon.